Alright guys, welcome back to some Eve Online. We've been off for a little bit. I lost some content because of some issues. So we got two new mails. They're just updates on some fits and whatnot for incursions. So it's always good to keep an eye on that. That sucks. So we're back in our noob station. We'll be on station. Okay, so we fitted it out for close range blasters with a micro warp drive. Honestly, it's not needed, but we're gonna have fun anyway. Because when we turn it off, so if we go on, right, we're 2% positive. Okay, so if we're getting captured, we just turn it off and blast them in the face. Now, what we could, in theory, also do is since we already have the afterburner, which is presently not in here. Oh, where'd it go? We had the afterburner at one point. It's somewhere. Whatever. So we're looking for this Guardian's Gale weird stuff. Why? Because we're going to take this ship, and as one person once described it to me as being something of a odd nature, a demonstration. Well, let's go wreck that demonstration, and then we'll hit that Stargate, and then we'll get some range on some stuff. Always remember, guys, please turn your reactive armor hardens on, otherwise they don't do no good. Now, please bear in mind, we will be actively killing all of these. That's pretty expensive. I want to kill him. Just get right in his face. It seems a little bit much. But I want to say, excuse me. So I'm going to turn off, make sure you turn off your micros, right? You slam into them, right? You catapult them away. So now watch. Watch his armor. Drops down, then shoots back up, right? And every single time, our armor is adjusting, so it's gonna 95. It's a lot stronger than what I thought it'd be. Some of these rats aren't very fast, so if you are getting too close to them too fast, don't be afraid to turn off your web. Oh, he's heading away. Is he gonna get away from us? No, he's not. Oh, come on. He's just on the edge. Just on the edge. Just on that edge. Once we catch the web, there we are. He's doomed. That slowed him down so much that now this is gonna happen. So you sit there, right? Always go for the smaller ships first. They're the ones that are actually gonna be able to hit you hard. We're not gonna come here for anything else but just killing these guys because the frigates alone are 28,000. The cruisers are 200,000. Usually they're like 100,000 at most. So this is kind of odd. I know this guy is gonna start running, so let's just turn off that so that way he can just run a little bit faster. And his ship is more massive than ours. Look at that. And his ship is bigger, but it's not as deadly. Why? Because he just died. That's why. Approach this guy. Let's look at this guy right here. Web. Web off. You slow him down just a hair, just so we can get closer. And dead. Well, let's see. What kind of? I got some missiles. We'll take that. Let's go after this guy. Nice and close. Alright, then we just go, oh, well, I want to shoot you in the face. So you guys are primarily doing a lot of explosive damage. Okay, that's where a lot of their damage is going to be. It's explosive. So just to show you guys, explosive is one of my lowest ones. So in theory, they are doing the right choice by choosing that, but at the same time, it's the wrong choice because, well, it's not working. This is why I like these ships like this. They're smaller, but they can punch, and when they get you, they're hitting actually pretty hard. All right, he's 21 kilometers away, and he thinks he can run. Yeah, look at that. He's actually running still, right? So we're just gonna micro it. We're going straight after this guy. He is running. He is running. He is running, and he's like, "Oh, well, I'm doomed." Boost. And dead. Oh, he's 31 kilometers away? Well, let's go after him. Now watch. He's gonna start going, oh, he's getting close. Oh, look, see, look, he's like, oh crap, oh crap. Oh, he's getting really close. Oh god. Too close, too close, too close, too close, too close. Slow him down, we get him to turn, right? So we got our loop of shame, as some would say. Look, this guy, he's just like, I'm out of here. And we're just like, right up your butt. That's funny, I'm clicking on you. Let's switch to null, right? So our damage with this is with void is 850. Our damage is null is 528, but it's at like some 18 kilometers. So you can go like that. We'll have him. He's gonna start turning, so he can get away from me. It's gonna slow both of us or him down more than me. I'm gonna bounce off of him. He's gonna continue to try to turn away from me. But there's no getting away from me. So that guy in the thrasher almost died, which is kind of funny. So, let that be a lesson to you guys. If you're not sure on something and you're in a small ship, stay moving. If you see yellow boxes, run. And if you're a newer player, just run. It ain't worth it to try and go. Oh well, I can stick around. I'm one of the big guys. I can take the hit. No, you can't. When you're first starting off, you can't afford to lose your ship. These guys are using artillery. They're gonna hit you from a mile away, and they're gonna do it pretty good. Well, not a mile away. They're gonna hit you pretty good. So that was kind of interesting. I liked that a lot. That was a very good amount of money. Could we have done better with the railguns? Possibly, but it honestly worked out. So we're good. So they did. Excuse me. They did do a jump animation, and it worked for all the ships. I was messing around with it. I noticed it more on the test server when I was on yesterday. Doing some crazy stuff. Fighting. I have a dreadnought, guys, that can tank like a mother. I could take on 4 other dreads with one. I can tank them. So here's what I'm gonna do. Jove Observatory. Nah. Let's go ahead. So that is a very good example of what not to do, or well, what you should avoid. Warping at range. When you're coming into something, if you've never been into one of them sites, especially like if you're in a frigate or excuse me, if you're in a frigate or a destroyer, do not just warp to zero if you've never been in those sites. Because when you're starting out, you can't afford to lose your guided ships. It makes it a lot harder for you. Believe me, I've been there. Um, Try and always go, judge whether or not you need to do it. Or, well, you need to judge whether or not you are in a solid tanked ship. If it's remotely a no, do not, I repeat, do not warp to zero. If you can't afford that ship, if you do not have enough ISK in your wallet to repair, or not repair, rebuy everything that you have fitted, including the ship itself, do not warp to zero if you've never been on that mission before, or those sites. Because you're going into an unknown with a ship that you can't afford to lose. Um, I will do a examples if you guys are like if I get enough people, if I get enough interest, I want to start a new character on a new account, completely separate. Well, actually, we already got the account, so I'll bring him back on. I'll actually get on him to where we use him, and I can show you exactly what I'm talking about. Because right now, you guys see, oh well, he's in a fancy ship. Ooh, cannot be targeted by sleeper drones in wormhole systems. That's neat. That reminds me of a ship off of Star Wars. Let's get into it. Look at it. Look at it. It's so tiny. It reminds me of that one ship that he escaped in, and all you do is just, and all it is just a explorer. So this ship is weird. Okay, it can fit a prototype Iris probe launcher. Okay, it only has that high slot. That's it. Actually, it's got it on it. Okay, so let's go with show info on this description. Attributes. 40 seconds. Okay, so let's view market details on this. How much are these? 25 million a piece? Hell no. Let's say how much this sister core is. 350,000 a piece. Okay, that's more like it. Okay, so show info. 1 hour. Well, let's look at this one. Okay, so honestly, how much is this one? 10,000? 12,000? Oh wow, that's not much. So we'll buy 25. Or we'll buy 100. Just 100. Oh, you just spent a million. Yeah, I just spent 1/3 of what I just got. I know. I'm bad at times. I'm really, really bad at that kind of stuff. So we're gonna take our 100 probies. Find them. Aww. So they're in this station, some other station. So now we have our scanning ship. But what I'm thinking about getting is a very specific ship. And it's not exactly one of the needed ships. Okay, if we go down here, alright, we're gonna close everything else up. Okay, special edition ships. And then you go freights. Alright, you got this one and you got this one. Cruiser, covert ops, marshal, gnosis, but companies. So you get a 20% bonus to the. So let's go simulate ship, right? So if we slap a. So we need 8 more power grid, and then we'll have a ship that can go with a afterburner 4,528 with an afterburner. Let's see how fast we can get that up to. So our goal is now as we need engineering equipment, and we don't need capture chargers. We need the I believe it's going to be the reactor control units. Yeah. So if we do one more reactor control unit, okay, text two of course. I guess a little bit more CPU. Impulsion upgrades, overdrive injectors, Tech 2. Now we're going 5 kilometers a second. Okay, rigs. Small. Boom. Well, we could probably actually we could take that off, right? Then we go like this, slap another one of these on, and presto, there we go. You ain't gonna get any faster than that. 6 kilometers a second, that's nuts. Let's see if we can find another ship that can do that. So it's probably gonna be in frigates. We're probably gonna have to go to advanced, and then we're gonna have to go to interceptors. So that's 3,000. So you're probably gonna look at auxiliary. So that's gonna be faster than even that. There's no way we're gonna be able to do that. So that's kind of sad. But that's stupid fast. But back to my original interest. So one of the things that I like, I gotta see if we can find it. Special edition assets. There we are. So the one thing that I don't like, um, and I would love to get this ship right here because honestly, it could be very. I messed around with it on the test server, you guys. And it can be very powerful in the right hands. The reason why I do not like it is because of this right here. You want. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. 93 million for a Tech 1. A Tech 1. A Tech 1. Okay, well, let's see. A Tech 2, what's that going to cost you? That's going to cost you 100 mil. Okay, now I understand the ship costing 100 mil. I really do. Yeah, but considering the fact that everyone got one for free, it shouldn't cost that much. But the other thing is, so the guns itself is going to cost you 90, 80, 90, 100 mil. Okay, so let's just go with this one right here. So it's going to cost you 90 mil, roughly. We're going to round up, give it a mil, because it also depends on where you're at. And there's only one here. That's bad. Okay, that's really bad. Okay, this is not. I mean, look at this. Look at this. 500 million for one Tech 1. The Tech 2 is cheaper. How? So you're overpaying for your turrets, and you're also gonna overpay by a lot for these. These shouldn't be this high, you guys. Okay, let's go take a look at your medium. Here's the large, you guys. 35,000. You ain't getting as much out. I mean, come on. How is this acceptable? Please explain to me. How is it acceptable? I mean, for Christ's sakes, guys, look. Just to give you guys an example, okay? So the small ones, okay? We're gonna go with the small ones, right? We're gonna go with the buckshot, okay? That's gonna cost you 19,000, pretty much 20,000 per charge, okay? So let's show you what actually you get for 20,000. Well, it's not that. Well, it's not even the Tech 1 large ammo, okay? It's not a Tech 2 for any of them, okay? Let's go missiles. Faction heavy assault. It's not even there. Let's go torpedoes. Let's go standard. Oh, nope, it's not there either. Let's go to advanced anti-ship. That's usually pretty. Oh, nope, it's not even there. Let's go to XL torpedoes. It's not even there, you guys. Granted, there's not as much there, but XL cruiser standard, 7,000. Structures. Oh, there we are. Now we get to it. But these are for structures. And there's more available as well. Okay. Structure and the capital. Oh, that's where it kind of gets up to it and goes well above it as well. So why is it that the tier, the small rounds, the small Tech 1 rounds only, cost so much? It doesn't make any sense to me. Like I can't buy. Like I bought some because I was stupid and wasn't paying attention to how much it was actually going to cost. But I'm never gonna fire them. Why? Because that's way too much. You're not gonna make 35,000 ISK a pop. That means in order for you to make money in terms of PvE content. Now PvP content, you may whatever. That's not my deal. But in PvE content, there is no way that you're gonna tell me that is going to be able to make 35,000 in one volley, in one shot. So I'm sorry, but there's just no way that can happen. It's not possible. Maybe I'm missing something, and maybe there's just something eluding me in terms of what they plan on doing or something else. But it's it's not. I mean, I would rather go out and buy this ship right here. Why? Because one, it's going to get it's going to help me use up my ammo for that. Okay. I can play around with the marker with drive. I can still screw around with it. So let's simulate this shit. Okay. And we'll go this. Right. And we're just gonna go, well, I can use the Tech 2 projectile. Well, medium disintegrator. Okay. So that's what I'll use, and I'll use the used with, I'm going to go Mystic, right? Because that's the close range? No, that's the long range. Cold? Yeah, there we go. That's the close range. Okay. So then I'd put a medium afterburner on it. Tracking computer times 2. Strip fitting. Okay. So I take this and I put it on there. Okay. So now I would take a copper control circuit, put that on there. I'd buy 2 of these to put on there. And I put this on there. Okay. Oh, well, I'm not cap stable. Well, I'd take that off and go buy another cap thing. Oh, well, I want to boost my. I want to put rigs in. Okay, well, I'd probably just do this and do. Auxiliary nano pump that gets me over 1,000 hit points per set per cycle, which is excellent. Tune that off. Weapon upgrades, and I'd go interpolation and at least two tech twos. Okay, then there we go. Right. Oh well, I want to do some. Excuse me. Oh wow, no, no, no. That's impossible. So that's how much I would spend on this. 1 billion, almost 2 billion. Okay. Well, let's say I want to play around a little bit with the webs, right? So let's say I just want to grab a plasma, which is I believe the thermal, and then I think a proton is the kinetic. No, that's explosive. Gravitron? Yeah. Right? So I go into one of them wormhole, those thingamajigs, right, with these 2 active, grab me that, and grab me that, and then just smart bomb my way out of there. Okay? Oh, well, I've still got another thing. Then we just do a EMP type 2 smart bomb, and then just boom, boom, boom. So, a 4,000, 4,000, and then a 3,000. So you sit there, right, and you go through and you just thermokinetic and just boom, boom, boom. or better yet, right? So we get what? So it doesn't matter, just smart bomb. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go micro, I'm gonna go plasma, graviton, and EM. Take that off. Okay, so that means that's it. 35. All right, so then we can just look like a disco ball, right? And if we're worried about cap, we just do that. Then we could, and then if we're still worrying about cap, we just turn the afterburner off. Okay, and look, you have pulsating damage across three different spectrums, and you still have explosive as well. So you have all four damage types here. So you can go into a wormhole or into a low sack, and then just piss off any of the other frigates and destroyers. Cruiser, you might have a problem with a cruiser. But having this 76, 88, 63, 83, I mean, you could do a lot of damage. What happens if you just go like this, right? Oh, there's 430. Well, what happens if you want to put, so let's say you want to put medium because or better yet, you want to put a large. Well, we can't put a large, so we're gonna put a medium. We're gonna do a plasma, a gravitron, and we want REM, right? So we're gonna do whatever it takes to have that EM. So we go down to our engineering, and then we're gonna go capacitor control circuit, tech one. No, you want that and this. Okay. So this gives us 140 damage per each side. So 140 more thermal, 140 more kinetic, 140. We will get 1.5 billion, and you will pay 500 flex. So if you, that's it. This is a great example. So keep an eye on stuff like this, right? So if you go market value, he wants to undo exchange. So he wants to buy 1 million. That's not bad. So here's what we do. We go like this. I'm gonna take all four of those. So that's 4 million. Tornado. Yeah, I'll take them. Two, 3 million. Okay, back to our other thing. So we do have Plex right now, right? So if we right click here, right? Actually, so one thing I want to show you guys. Go to the Plex vault. I've got 531. Okay, so if I sell ISK right now, 1.2 bill for 531. Okay, he wants to do that, right? So if I go, so he wants it for 1.15. So for 500, right? 500. He's asking under market value. One point. So right now I can make after taxes and everything 1.13. Okay. So 1.13. So actually that's not bad. Okay. So he's paying just slightly over market value. Okay. So that would be a fair. Especially because he's the one who's going to be. So you will pay 500 plex, you will get 1.5 billion. Now make sure it says billion. Okay, that's very key here. 1.5 billion. Okay, some people will be like, hey, yeah, I'll give you two, and they'll say, I'll give you 2 billion. Okay, so it's not exactly good. Okay, so you gotta pay attention to look at the contract, make sure it says it. So when you go accept, it'll also pull up. Really accept the contract. Okay, read through it. Okay, count out your zeros. So we got 100,000, million, billion. So 1.15 billion for 500 plex. I'm gonna say yes. Required missing items. Yeah, it's in my inventory. So it's saying I'm missing it. So if you accept, yes. So if I move this back to our plex vault, can we accept it? So he wants it to be there. So we're gonna undock. We're gonna go grab this, and then we're gonna head out. Okay? So initially, I planned what I planned on did not happen tonight. I didn't find it, but take your ship. So one of the other things is that when you see these contracts like this, especially when it's something about Plex, Don't use your ship itself. So see, I'm using this to haul blueprints, and that's it. Oh, that's fucked up. I'm glad I caught that on video because oh, it's fixed. What the what? That's never happened before. I'm serious, you guys. That's never happened. So it's I guess it's telling me I have to have 500 here. So if we go shift and go item hanger 500. Okay, 1.5 billion. Yes. So we made more money today off of the clicks that we have. Okay. Now we've got this here. So let's see. Hmm. So one of the things that the reason why I bought these is because that's actually pretty good. So if you go like this, all right, with my skills, I don't need as much. Okay. So let's say I want to buy all. Okay. Boundless creation. So it's going to cost me 2.8, 2.9, 2.8 million if I were to buy all of that. Okay. So let's view market details on this. 2.8, it's selling for, well, you know, so we lose money. Okay. Now, one of the things that's nice about these blueprints are I don't have to worry about them running out. They're not going to disappear. They're going to be there for forever. So I just spent what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 million sold my plex. So essentially, I have to find a way to make up the 8 million that I just spent. Well, we made. Oops, let's go over here. So part of EVE Online's market, or the nice thing about it, is that in order for you to make money, a lot of times you end up having to spend money, either investing in ships or various other things. So I wish I could say, well, I want to show you in the last X amount of days. Okay, so our expenses are more than our income, according to this. Your goal is you want to have your income higher than your expenses, but this also doesn't include how much money you had before this all happened as well. So there's that as well. Okay, count pay. My shares. There we go. Let's look at transactions though. Okay, so since we logged on today, I believe. Okay, so the 22nd. So from here on up. So our corporate took I took money out from in my corporate tax, which I can always adjust to zero if I want. Okay, so but we're up. We'll say 3 mil. Okay. So then we spent 2 mil on that. So we're up 1 mil, right? So then there's this, right? So then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So now we're down 7 mil, but we have a lot of assets, and we can cover that by just going and running a couple of missions, and then we take all the items and whatnot, and we salvage them. That's how I make my ships. So without further ado, the next episode I'm going to show you guys how I do manufacture my stuff. Now, it takes me a lot longer to make a ship for anything else than it would a lot of other people, but I still make money. So, I'll see you in the next video. Like, comment, subscribe. Um, the only thing I will ask is this, because I deleted one comment, and I'm not going to try and hide it. If you're going to comment, or if you're going to link a website, I should say, not just going to comment, I ask that it not be leading to a profanity website, because the one that this guy was commenting on just about every single video was not I would say, an appropriate website. It's not something that I like for someone just to blast something out. With that in mind, like, comment, subscribe. Appropriate comments to the video, preferably. And I shall see you all next time.